to be a different side of me, yeah. You'll find a different side of me.
Hi guys, so today's video is gonna be a little bit different than the usual. We have this like 1,000,001 steps in our makeup routine nowadays, and I was actually thinking about the time when I started doing my makeup first. And I started my makeup, I would say, about 18 years ago. I'm not saying that I wasn't experimenting with my mom's makeup before that, but let's say I started leaving the house wearing makeup about 18 to 20 years ago. So basically when I started secondary school is when I started wearing makeup. This was a very dark time of my life, especially as far as my looks go. This is the time in your life when you're not cute anymore, but you're not really feminine or sexy yet, and you really have no idea how to do just about anything. So I looked hideous 99% of the time. I had no idea about makeup. I basically took my mom's makeup kit, which was a really small kit, and I was just trying to copy what she was doing. I have to mention that she's got a much darker skin tone than I do, so most of her makeup looked absolutely foolish on me. I started doing Avon about the age of 13, so I had a couple of makeup products from them and I was playing with those sometimes, but even though I was an Avon representative, I still had no idea what everything is supposed to be doing. So I was mainly trying to buy perfumes from them and some skincare products. And you also need to remember that this was about 20 years ago. So most of the techniques and products that we use now, we didn't have those back in the days. We're talking about like 2000 and even before that. And I was actually trying to remember what products I used to use back then. So I went online and I started looking at celebrities in like 1998 and 2000, and I actually had to realize that I wasn't the only one looking absolutely ridiculous at that time. We all did. Anyway, I just wanna do something quickly before we get into the video. So my eyebrows are very far from being amazing, but they were something else. Honestly, we all had really shitty eyebrows back then, but I was definitely one of those people who just couldn't put down the tweezer. My eyebrows were worse than they are now. They were not even and they were very thin. So before I start using any of these makeup products, I'm gonna actually try to hide some of my eyebrows. I remember here I didn't have any, and I think here the tail was missing, and it was just like overall it was like really thin. Okay, so this looks much closer to my reality back then. This video is not gonna be long because honestly I hardly used any beauty products back then. One thing I wanted to mention is that I'm so surprised that all of these products are still on the market after 20 years. I don't exactly understand how or why, when we have these amazing new products, we're moving on, and some companies are still holding on to these shitty old products they put out God knows how long ago. Anyways, so the first product that we're gonna be using is from a company called Oriflame. Now Oriflame is a Swedish company that is actually really similar to Avon. The products are slightly more expensive, and I think they are also a bit better company. It's almost like McDonald's and Burger King. Avon just have better marketing and better position on the market. I'm not saying Oriflame is like amazing, but it's a little bit better. So anyway, I was using this concealer because back in the days liquid concealer was non-existent. This product was actually super revolutionary. It looked like this. So it's like half green and half nude. In a magazine I read that you need to use this green stuff to cancel out any redness. So completely ignoring the nude part, I just went on with the green part on every single redness I had on my face. I was almost like trying to cancel my whole face out with this product. It was proper ridiculous. So this is how it looked, and then obviously I went in with my fingers because there were no brushes back in the day. No one was using brushes. We were literally slapping on the product, and I think in camera it actually looks alright. In person I look absolutely ridiculous because I have this whitish green stuff all over my face. What did I do with the nude side? I used it as a lipstick. So I'm gonna do that now. I obviously had no money. Back in the days everyone wanted this look, and I think I wasn't the only one using my concealer as a lipstick. Anyway, moving on. Foundation, I didn't have it. I had no foundation. What I had instead was this Max Factor Cream Puff pressed powder, which I took from my mom's makeup bag. Now, as I mentioned before, my mom has a much darker skin tone than I do, so obviously this powder had also a much darker tone. What I did with this, obviously I didn't use my finger for this, but I used this little applicator that it comes with. I just took loads of product and I started pressing it in the skin like this. Like I said, this powder, oh, it smells like soap, you know, like this old soap. I don't understand why is this product on the market anymore. Anyway, so I was just pressing it on the skin, covering up my skin completely. Thanks God that it got rid of all the green. But because it wasn't matching my skin tone, I had orange instead. In those days, we had no bronzer, we had no blush, we didn't have any of that. There was nothing else. I mean, you either looked like a ghost or you looked orange. The next thing I used was my black Miss Sporty eye pencil, which was quite a multifunctional product. So the first thing I did with it was obviously lining my eye. There were no wings or any fancy stuff. That's that. And then the next thing I did using this pencil was obviously completely frame my eye, because doing just your top lashes is not enough. You need to do your bottom lashes as well. So I went all over and my eye was literally locked in to this black frame. How sexy is that? So the next thing I did, still using this pencil, well, back in those days there were absolutely no eyebrow products. I would say that till the end of the 90s we ignored our eyebrows. They were just what they were. We did not shape them whatsoever. And then around 2000 something happened. The eyebrows got so thin that they started disappearing. So a part of them being very thin, we also wanted them to be very dark. So I am gonna use my black eyeliner pencil just like I used to and fill in my eyebrows with it. You just went on in a half moon shape like that, and that was your eyebrows done. And believe it or not, this was the look back in those days. Now we have 2 more products left, and one of them is this little baby from Avon. This product looked quite different. I mean, it was like a different shape of container, but the eyeshadows were the same. One of them is like a khaki shade. I know it seems gray, but it is a khaki shade, and this one is like a green shade. And because I have green eyes, I just thought that this is what I need. We were using this applicator because that's all you had, and I basically just used these 2 shades. Looking at them now, I don't know what was I thinking. Like, honestly, 20 years ago, no one was talking about makeup. We were all just trying to do it and pretend that we know what we're doing. So these are 2 shimmer shades. I don't know what was Avon thinking. I don't know why are they still selling it, but yeah, that's what it is. So you start slapping on the first shade. Like I said, this one is the lighter one, like a khaki kind of shade. And then I took the darker green shade. I was kind of just like slapping it on here, on the outer half. You had an applicator, you applied it, but you had absolutely nothing to blend it with, so you just literally slapped the eyeshadow on your eyelids and you just called it a day. So the last product, I'm pretty sure everyone guessed that this was the mascara I used 20 years ago. This was the OG mascara. Everyone used this one because it was so cheap. And it's actually quite good, and I still know a lot of people who love it. The brush is really simple, and I think it's really easy to work with, and that's why a lot of people still enjoy this mascara. If you don't want anything special, you just want your mascara to coat your lashes, no elongating, no volumizing, just coat them without making them look clumpy, then this mascara is really good. I was so tempted right now to go in and do my bottom lashes, but 20 years ago we were not doing our bottom lashes. We literally had like 3-4 coats of this mascara on the top lashes until it started getting clumpy, because we wanted it to be clumpy. That was the look back then. We just kept applying the mascara. So I just put my hair up, because obviously back in 2000 I didn't have this nice bleached ombre hair, and I didn't have curls, and I didn't have none of that. My hair was greasy and disgusting. Remember, I was a teenager. I just put it up. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good laugh. And if you want to see more funny videos like this, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell button so you're not going to miss out any future uploads. And I will just see you next time. Bye.